Israel-Palestine War, France appeals to UNSC to pass resolution, America's stance on everyone's eye. The conflict between Israel and Gaza's Hamas rulers is at its most horrific level since 2014, and international outrage is also arising. China's ambassador to the United Nations said that France is urging the UN Security Council to pass a resolution for a ceasefire between Israel and Palestinian extremists who control Gaza. The current chairman of the council, Zhang Jun, has confirmed that Nicolas de Riviere, the French ambassador to the United Nations, informed the council on Tuesday in a third round of discussions on the issue of conflict that a resolution was being prepared. The United States has prevented the United Nations' most powerful body, which maintains international peace and security, from issuing a press statement calling for a halt to violence. According to him, it would not be helpful in diplomatic efforts to end a conflict between Israel and Hamas. Diplomats said 14 other members of the council supported the proposed statement from China, Tunisia and Norway, but the statements issued by the Security Council press and the president required the approval of all 15 members. However, approval is not necessary for legally binding proposals. For this, 9 votes are required in favor and the permanent member should not be vetoed. This makes America in favor of a call for a ceasefire, or in a position to avoid or veto it. The conflict between Israel and Gaza's Hamas extremist rulers is at its most horrific level since 2014, and international outrage is also brewing, but the Biden administration, determined to divert attention from West Asia and Afghanistan to the U.S. foreign policy, has pushed Israel into conflict. It has so far refused to condemn the role or to deploy a high-level diplomat in the region. Appeal from other countries is also not showing any effect. A massive conflict between Israel and Gaza's Hamas extremists began when Hamas fired rockets at Jerusalem on 10 May in support of Palestinian demonstrations. These demonstrations were being held in the Al-Aqsa compound against the strictness of the security forces and the attempts by the Jews to expel dozens of Palestinian families from there. Thank you. Subscribe to the channel for daily update. This audio file was created by panel printer Basic. You can download it at panelprinter.com.